Welcome back to the Crypto Gorilla YouTube channel. Today I want to take a look at what's going on in the market as well as some upcoming projects that I'm interested in. As usual, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It is just my opinion. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, would you kindly hit that subscribe button? So what has been going on in the market? People are going ham on the Blur Season 2 airdrop. They are doing a ton of bidding in the hopes of getting Gen Wealth. Now I understand the first airdrop was dope and everybody wants to get the second one, but you have to ask yourself, is the amount of time that you're investing in this as well as money going to be worth what you think you'll get in tokens? It is very much a whales game, and if you don't have a decent amount of liquid that you can put on the market and risk getting bids accepted, it might not be worth your time. If you only have like 0.5 to 1 Ethereum and you're bidding on collections that are at 0.3, 0.4, this can be harmful really fast, especially if you're not able to sell them quickly and then you need that liquid. I'm seeing a lot of people having to choose between taking a loss or just not having liquid to play with. And then if you end up taking like a 0.5 loss over time and you don't get that many points, you have to ask yourself, are the amount of tokens that I'm going to get in the second airdrop going to be worth the 0.5 or 1 ETH or whatever amount you ended up losing? Now just take a quick look at some of these graphs here. These graphs aren't normal. Like, look at these insane drops, look at these spikes. This is all caused by Blur bidding. And if we look at the volume, and it's not unique to Moonbirds, it's pretty much all high volume collections across the board. It's just an endless sea of bids being accepted. And the same thing if we check CloneX, for example, or any other collection, it's just an endless sea of bids being accepted, people playing this game, playing hot potato on who's going to get stuck with the bag before the collection takes an inevitable drop, as the volume on it isn't necessarily real. So all this just to say, be very careful, and there might be alternatives. As much as I love Blur, I have mixed opinions on what the bidding is doing to certain floor prices, what it's doing to the market, but I love Blur. There are definitely alternatives. One of those alternatives is going to be Magically. This is by Alpha Sharks, and as you can see here, they do have crates exactly like Blur. I don't know how this is going to work in terms of how many tokens you're going to get. I don't know how it works in a rarity. I haven't done, you have to do weekly achievements. I haven't done it in order to reveal the rarity of your crates, but essentially you log in, you connect your wallet. I'm going to link it down below. It's not a referral link or anything. I'm going to link it so you don't get scammed, and then when you unlock it based on your trading history, you're going to get crates, and then you have to either buy NFTs or sweep floors or whatever it's going to be next week in order to see what your rarity is. Now, just like Blur before the token drop, we have no idea what's going to be inside of these, so don't go completely crazy, but you know, if they want to compete, I assume they're going to hopefully have a decent amount of money. Now, another speculation that we're seeing people make is that OpenSea is going to also have an airdrop. There is no indication to whether or not this is going to happen. Some of the things they did do was remove their fee. It's about time they removed their fee. It's pretty crazy that they had a 2.5% fee when Blur's out there with a 0% fee, and there's a ton of volume on Blur, so you can just choose Blur over OpenSea. They also got rid of creator royalties, which did upset a bunch of people. I can go on and on about creator royalties, so I'm not going to get into that rant in this video. However, if we do take a look on Dune at the weekly volume, you could see that there was a massive spike in Blur volume. This is obviously due to the bidding, but it is way higher than on OpenSea. However, in terms of daily active users, OpenSea is still king, but Blur is slowly catching up. So I'm glad to see that OpenSea is finally waking up and taking this as a genuine threat, and they are changing their ways, because we had a year of OpenSea just bothering everybody. Their website was unusable half the time. So it's good to see that competition really spark a flame under them. Now, one thing one of my community members, Panda1, did point out to me is that gem.xyz, which is owned by OpenSea, have a V2 that is currently in beta. I don't have access to it yet because you do need to sign up. It takes up to 48 hours. And like I said, I just found out about it. I'm going to leave a link if you want to sign up in the description down below. If you don't know gem.xyz, it's an aggregator. However, he did show me this screenshot where they say they are keeping score. So maybe, and the total speculation, maybe by using their beta and helping them out, similar to those who helped out Blur by using the Blur beta, got extra tokens over everybody else. Maybe if OpenSea does have a token, those who use Gem V2 are going to get tokens, or maybe a bigger supply of tokens. So we have the Blur Season 2, we have Magically, we have potential for an OpenSea airdrop, and let's not forget there's still all the tokens that everybody was farming that you could potentially still farm. There was Arbitrum, there was Sui, and if they turn out like Aptos did, which I believe I got $1,000 just airdrop for free from Aptos, that could be a lot of money. So there is the potential for a ton of liquid being added into the market. However, with all the hype around marketplaces dropping their own tokens, there is also the potential for projects dropping their own tokens. Now, one that I recently saw was going to be Gabriel from Digidaigaku saying Digicoin. Of course, he could just be trolling here because he's showing a physical coin, but it does make sense if he is building a game to eventually have his own token. Now, again, he might just be trolling here, but I do know that inside the Discord, I'm not going to show any screenshots because it's a private Discord, but inside the DigiGenesis Discord, he was discussing the possibility for a token and the legality of it and how they believe they can make it happen without the SEC coming after them. So I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but it could happen in the future for Digi holders to get free tokens into their wallet. The other one, of course, that everybody knows about is Memeland. That's a project that we're all expecting to eventually get meme coins from our NFTs, as well as the treasure maps, which you're accumulating if you are staked. Another update with Memeland is they have revealed what some of their art is going to look like. These are very early sketches, so I hope they're much further along, but they do say in the messages here that they are further along. So here you have the male character, or what we think it's going to look like, as well as the female character. And if we scroll to the next picture, you can see an evolution. I assume they're going to do like the potatoes, where you stake it and then you have the child version, it evolves into the teenager and eventually the adult. Next up, let's take a look at some upcoming projects. Many of these are going to be free mints, the first of which is Rooftop, who are launching their very own pass. If you don't know Rooftop, they are an agency that works with a ton of brands. They're the Web3 arm of a well-established Web2 agency, so they have a ton of collections and they're going to be onboarding them into the space. Now, the mint is entirely free, so it is a no-brainer in my opinion. I'm also going to be hosting a Twitter space with them today, 1 hour after I drop this video, so hopefully you saw it on Twitter and you made it. We're going to be giving away whitelist spots for multiple projects, as well as a POAP. I'm going to start doing POAPs in Twitter spaces. I'm also going to start putting them in videos just to reward people who watch my videos all the way through, and then I'll either raffle some NFTs or some whitelist spots. Now, I'm also going to be doing a ton of research into gaming projects. These take a lot more time because gaming projects aren't like PFPs where you could just look at the art, say, oh, the art looks dope, and then immediately flip it. With gaming projects, you have to do a lot more research, so it will take a lot more time, but it's nice when you see some of these gaming projects do well. We saw this Matrix 2061 project yesterday. I had whitelist for it, but unfortunately it was over allocated and I didn't pump the gas high enough, so I didn't manage to get one. If you did, GG, I'm happy for you. It was a 0.1 mint and you could flip it for like 1 Ethereum. Now, another project that just popped on my radar, their Twitter is a bit old, it's from April. However, I guess they restarted their marketing. It is this project called Elemental Raiders. The trailer looks really cool. It's very well done. And if we look at who they follow, you could figure out who some of the team members are. You can also see that they are following and followed by Seedify, who have retweeted this and will be helping launch their token. Now, from what I heard, Binance is also an investor. I have not confirmed that yet. However, if we take a look at one of the founders for this, it does say in his profile that he was previously at King Games being the founders of Candy Crush. Now, I'll definitely be doing a way deeper dive into this project. I haven't had a chance yet as it was just brought to my attention, but since I am a Seedify advisor, I have direct access to the team, so I'll be asking them a ton of questions and finding out more about this project. But for the time being, they are running a pre-mint, so if you want to take your chance at getting whitelist, I'm going to link that in the description down below. In other gaming projects, we have a delay for Dimensionals. Now, the delay is due to a bug that they had in their signup, and I did see a few people who had showed me that the signup was bugged. It was with the Twitter API where it wasn't allowing, I guess it wasn't allowing you to connect or something. However, if you didn't have a chance to sign up to Dimensionals, I would definitely suggest doing it. Again, it's a free mint. It is VC backed, low supply. I really expect this one to do well. You have nothing to lose by signing up. I'm going to put a link in the description down below so you don't get scammed, but definitely one I am very excited for. Another one that I'm really excited for is going to be Magic Batch. I know I spoke about it a few times. I've tweeted about it. However, I really don't want people to miss out on the opportunity. What I think is going to happen is, or what they're going to be doing is a slow mint process. So they're going to mint a few, and over time, they're going to keep hand picking people. And if the floor does what I think it's going to do, people are going to start to FOMO, and they're really going to want to get this because more and more people are going to be talking about it. So your odds of getting in are better the earlier you sign up. I won't pretend like it's going to be super easy to get in. This will be a low supply. The supply isn't public yet, but it will be a low supply. It will also be a cheap mint. However, they are looking for builders. They're looking for, researchers. They're looking for people who can add value not only to Magic Batch, but also add value to Polygon. So it's not going to be easy to get into, but if you do get in my opinion, not financial advice, I do think this one is going to perform really well. And if you get whitelisted and you don't want it, DM me and I'll take don't DM me. I don't want to get scammed, but I would take your whitelist. The final, I guess you could call it a project because they do have an NFT, but the final site I want to talk about that you should be keeping an eye on is going to be free NFTs, because they just do raffles for free NFT projects that, the project isn't just a scam. It's backed, or they know who the founders are. So right now they have 3 raffles going on. They have the Digi Dragons. They have this one, which is a free Bitcoin ordinal NFT. However, the marketing is really weird for it. I'm not going to front with the whole ad thing that they're doing, but it's free. You have absolutely nothing to lose. So they have 3. The final one is going to be the free NFT Genesis PFP, which Igor has shown on his Twitter. I'm not sure if there's going to be any utility to this or if it's literally just going to be a PFP, because they do already have their OG tickets that just gets you whitelist to all their free mints, and this has a floor of 4.5 Ethereum. So definitely a site you should be keeping an eye on. Again, everything on here is free. You don't have to do anything. You might have to retweet something once in a while, and you're gonna have to follow certain people, but you have nothing to lose. It's all free. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching the Crypto Gorilla. Peace.